All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As you can see, we are into the draft here of game number 2. Test 123 going up against Infamous Young, and Test 123 has that 1-0 lead. This is the China Major South American Region Qualifiers. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated once again. And a little bit different start to this draft. The Brewmaster first pick. We saw the potential of that here on the previous series, and it's a strong one right now, but Lone Druid as well, being picked up by Test 123. This is actually one of these heroes I'm really intrigued to see with the changes and how he looks now, that whole, essentially the soul link that he gets with him and his bear.
Yeah, I am curious to see this hero as well. We think IO is definitely banned, but it's young. But I don't want to play against that again. But going back to the Druid, this is a hero that a lot of people thought was extremely strong when it was first announced in patch 7.20. However, I believe it's been nerfed in the 3 consecutive patches since then. I know that Bulldog made a couple of videos complaining about how the hero is now ruined despite being good for those, first 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, so clearly good enough still, though, to be picked up by Test 123 and maybe test it, dare I say, but no, I'm sure they're very confident with it. But the other question now is, will this be a safe lane Lone Druid, or will it be the mid Lone Druid? I can't say for sure. I would lean towards maybe the Ritzy Lone Druid, but I guess we don't know just yet.
It doesn't really seem like a CCNC hero. It definitely seems like a hero, and with the Doom being picked up as well, it seems like there's only one spot for it to go. So pretty transparent first 2 picks from Test 123, if that is indeed the case.
Yeah, no support option with their first 2 heroes, you'd figure. And
Doom potentially can be a 4, but most likely offline.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Doom also pretty good against Brewmaster with the Doom itself, preventing the primal split. So I think that's one of the reasons that they like the hero here. And we mentioned Labosa played it yesterday as well for Test 123.
10 seconds remaining.
There's the Phoenix. They could I would think Lone Druid's already pretty decent at killing the Phoenix egg, and maybe get something else to help with that.
Yeah, I think. I mean, certainly if he goes the range build, he's really, really good against the egg. I'm not entirely sure whether Bear counts as a hero.
Radiant team ban.
It is considered a hero unit, though, right? So I would figure it does.
Yeah, okay, so then definitely pretty good against the Phoenix egg. Although Bear's base attack time is not nearly as good as most heroes, and so Phoenix Fire Spirits actually impact that more heavily.
Yeah. Spirit Bear attack backswing time reduced
10 seconds remaining.
from 0.67 to 0.4. So that means it's faster, right? That's what I think I'm reading there.
Remaining.
I was kind of going over the changes again. Speaking of that attack
Radiant
speed.
Team pick.
Buffed a little bit in the patch. Yeah, base movement speed from 320 to 340. Here, dear, he runs fast. That has to be one of the fastest heroes in the game at starting speed.
He's the fastest, period.
Yeah. I think of another one that would be up there. Yeah, 340. That's that is the fastest. All right. All right. Third pick for Test 123 again. Support option.
Disruptor.
Ooh. Interesting. He his Q got buffed and already was the strongest level 1 ability in the game as far as just damage it does overall. So Thunderstrike, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Disruptor in a while. A little interesting. Doesn't really seem to fit
10 seconds
although I guess they can just kind of hit this snowball timing and run down lanes. Obviously very good team fight, quite good against the likes of a Phoenix, and of course Static Storm on top of Brew or Phoenix or Dazzle for that matter is all quite good.
Yeah, always like the glimpse mentioned too with the Phoenix. That for me is what's standing out the most. But yeah, Primal Split, they got the Doom Silence, so already got several ways to silence you up and kind of make you panic if anything. Want to get that BKB, especially if you're something like the Brewmaster here. Fourth pick, though, for Test 123. This will probably give us good information on whether or not it's an offlane or support Doom. I still lean, of course, more towards the offlane, so maybe a Flea hero to come here instead. Rubik is still on. Never mind, they banned him. They banned him himself, so not going to see him.
Elder Titan is still in the pool. Could be decent setup for the Disruptor Static Storm if you can land the Echo Stomp. also amplifying that damage.
I want to see that new Earth Spirit. Oh, that looks good. Yeah,
Dire
they'll
team
stun
cool.
and slow, switching around.
Axe.
Oh, Axe.
Well,
Okay.
that does not help us actually figure out who's playing what. This hero can also be run as a support.
Which makes it even stronger. But yeah, obviously very good against Dazzles. He's kind of that iconic counter to the hero. The Shallow Grave. It's like Shallow Grave this.
10
You're
seconds
still dead.
remaining. Radiant team ban.
Fourth
Monkey
pick,
King.
Monkey King.
It's a very good hero against Doom in lane. Also pretty good against Axe in lane. It is a hero that can certainly suffer if he does not get off to a good start. And so if Test 1, 2, 3 does outplay the Monkey King in the lane, it could be
10
a liability
seconds
moving
remaining.
forward.
And any hero that's really reliant on their mobility
5 seconds
is always
remaining.
concerning when you pick it into a glimpse from Disruptor. So that's one thing that stood out to me with that Monkey King pick. How Glimpse is potentially going to be strong for catching him. And if I'm not mistaken, the static field, it gives vision as well. Although I don't know if it would give vision of him on the trees. I'm actually not sure there. But
Yeah, definitely. Does it give flying vision or just vision?
I think just
I think
ground
it's-
vision, actually.
I think it's just ground vision, so it probably wouldn't.
Either way, Glimpse still pretty good. But yeah, as you pointed out, overall Monkey King seems like a strong core option here. And understandable why Infamous Young likes it.
I'm leaning more towards this being a Flea Doom, actually. It would make more sense that they would pick their 4 in the first 2 and not just pick 2 supports in phase 2 of
Dire team ban.
the draft. And then also, it kind of fits Flea's style of being this aggressive sort of farm heavy 4 player.
Well, at the same time, though, what are they going to lane together? Get the Axe Doom lane going on.
And that's a lot of harass.
And with the way, if they want to lane pull with the Axe, I mean, Doom can get some solo
10
farm
seconds
even, some
remaining.
solo experience. I can see that, I suppose, working out pretty well.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I wonder if they just end up tri-laning and let the Lone Druid be on his own, since he's a hero that is pretty much fine being alone most of the time.
Pugnoban by Test 1, 2, 3. Both teams can likely need their mid hero, we figure. Miss Young, I'm trying to think of who to ban. We've seen a lot of these Ember Spirit final bans happen, so maybe
Definitely one of CCNC's better heroes.
yeah. Perhaps to see that again, but they still got a little bit of time to ultimately make said decision. No reason why talking about Leshrac, you know, he likes that hero too, but I don't know if Leshrac would be the strongest here. Once again. Dragon Knight. They do have the last pick overall, so Test 1, 2, 3, that is. Get a chance to respond. Trying to think if do they have enough of an
Dire
answer for
team
maybe
pick.
the Lone Druid and the Bear right now.
Radiant team pick.
Tinker.
The classic South American Dota last pick.
Storm Spirit? Are we going to see a Storm here?
I mean, that hero's supposedly dead, but it is a CCNC favorite and a direct counter to Tinker.
And their lockdown in general is awful. Like,
Yeah,
10
so
seconds remaining.
Storm feels really good here, actually.
definitely seems like a pretty free Storm
5
game.
seconds remaining.
That or the Ember.
That is for sure. Yeah, either one of those heroes.
Either one of the
seems-
spirits.
Pretty good. I would definitely say favoring the Storm, just because you could put the Monkey King against the Ember in the mid lane. I mean, you'd have a safe lane Tinker, but Ember definitely loses really hard to Monkey King, and Storm can always just fall back to the jungle. So
Yeah, Storm. Whenever you have this free of a Storm game, it feels so good. As you mentioned, it's
You may now
not a
select
hero that
your
we see
heroes.
maybe a lot right now. That often in a lot of people's minds, but yeah, it's that's one of those, like, I don't feel too crazy about the fact that I called it or we called it. It's just it was a pretty obvious Storm game, especially with
Yeah.
him playing it before. So Well, Infamous Young, they definitely have a challenge ahead of them.
Oh, interesting. 5 Doom, actually. Flea playing the Disruptor.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they're probably going to disrupt her Axe lane, and then Doom will just, I suppose, babysit Ritsu.
Yeah, be tanky and farm the jungle, I guess.
That actually kind of makes sense, though, from that logic, too. You talk about Lundra. It's usually a hero that wouldn't mind getting some solo experience, so Doom is going to spend a fair amount of time in the jungle instead.
Yeah, also Infernal Blade really good against both the Brewmaster and the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Who are both strength heroes, obviously. So cool. I do like the combo of the Dazzle and the Monkey King, as far as Dazzle just sits in Wukong's, Monkey King sitting in the Wukong is also getting healed, and everybody's getting lower and lower armor. But again, it doesn't really feel like the most synergistic draft from Infamous Young. Like, they do have very good team fight. They have very good split push. Their initiation's a little bit lacking, as they have to pretty much hard commit either the brew split or the egg to actually start a fight.
Yeah, they got those big fight ultimates, and even the Wukong's on top of that. But yeah, you got to commit something pretty big to a fight, as you're pointing out. So a lot more reset capability from the side of Test 1, 2, 3, specifically Storm Spirit, of course, good for that. Lone Druid is not ult-based.
Disruptor, well known for just chaining one kill into the next over and over and over.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing with the Tinker pick too, man. I mean, Disruptor is actually pretty good against Tinker, so yeah, that Tinker final pick, it's a comfort for a lot of these South American teams. But yeah, there are some games where you just maybe want to cool it a little bit and think, all right, is this actually the best hero here or not? But,
well, facing elimination, they're going with comfort,
I suppose.
And despite it being a rough game for this Tinker, at least in theory.
Yeah, they would make it that much more impressive, right? If they not only defeat a team that no doubt they're the underdogs against, but do it with the hero in a matchup that he frankly shouldn't do well in. So,
yeah, and I imagine that he's probably played this matchup more than once in his clubs. So,
absolutely. Got the pause here to figure things out a little bit more, though. Again, this is one of the 2 semifinals going on here from the playoffs. Let's see about an update on the other one. Doesn't look like, not a Liquid PD at least, but it is ex-paiN Gaming versus Thunder Predator happening over on the main stream. The winner of that will play the winner of this series in the winter finals tomorrow. And the loser still in it, though, just dropping down to the lower bracket. Again, ultimately 2 teams advancing on out of South America right here. So Infamous Young, let's be honest, it's again a case of they're 2 of these 4 teams. There's in that the simple math, a 50% chance to qualify. Now, obviously, when you factor in skill and experience and everything, we have our favorite teams. But the fact that Infamous Young has gone this far is pretty impressive in the first place, albeit default win earlier. But that's besides the point.
Yeah,
we are here.
Definitely.
Getting some experience. There's 5 majors this season, right? This is the second of 5 total, let alone the minor events as well. So, yeah, plenty of more opportunity for a younger squad that is Infamous Young. Getting ahead of myself, though. Obviously, this is beginning of Game 2. So,
I'm talking about them winning TI already, and I mean we haven't even gotten a second major yet, Breaky.
In due time. I love that taunt from Phoenix, just laying down the egg.
Which one do you like better, just the egg, or do you like the fried egg where it splits and sizzles?
Fried egg's sad. It's just like you just killed your young. Just so I like the protected egg. It's not as sad for me.
I see. You are somebody with a young child, so that makes a little bit more sense.
I'm an emotional guy. Okay.
Exactly.
Lone Druid is gonna run down Dazzle of sorts now. Gonna fight for this bounty ring. Both bounty rings actually gonna be some competition apparently. Test 1, 2, 3 should get the top though, and Kitrak does take the one down here, so it's actually gonna be a 3-for-1 in favor of the Radiant squad. So some early battling.
Well, I just realized how garbage Dazzle is against Lone Druid. He just slowed him, and Lone Druid was still like 20 movement speed faster than Dazzle and able to just completely outrange him.
Yeah, I mean 346 movement speed right now because the double slipper. Like what? Some heroes don't even run that fast with boots early on.
Yeah, you can probably just skip boots for a long time on this hero.
That's insane, man. Did he really
Maybe
need
even
to
just
move
go
this
drums? Just go drums, and you don't even have to go boots.
Yeah, well, that's something we haven't talked about yet. Actually, is does he go the bear build or the range build this game? I'm kind of looking at it. They already got some beefy frontliners, Axe and Doom even. Doom's all be the main support, but I could see the range build this game actually against the Monkey King, getting some distance.
Yeah, that's what Bulldog at least was saying in his videos, that you basically can only go ranged based on what they did.
Oh, really? Okay.
The last couple of patches.
Yeah, I guess I really don't know what to expect being a new Lone Druid here after all, but yeah, if the legend himself said that, I guess we can go with it.
Brewmaster?
What's up?
I'm going the wrong way.
I'm going to pop a salve. He'll survive at least. But yeah, top lane, as expected, we do see Axe doing the creep pull. He's paired up with the Disruptor up here with that level 1 Thunderstrike. Again, it's 45 damage per hit, aka 180 damage at level 1. Pretty good.
And I gotta say, I'd much rather see this Dazzle in the top lane and Phoenix in the bottom lane. Dazzle, pretty good against Axe in the lane stage, as he just makes him like permanently poison touched when he's tanking creeps. Also can burst heal and damage Axe off of the creeps. Phoenix essentially does nothing against either of these heroes.
He's just watching. He has Fire Spirits. He's going to throw these out, but he doesn't care. He's just like, okay, cool. Take some fire damage. Yeah, and also this jungle change makes it almost feel like this whole creep pulling as Axe is even more efficient. The idea that you're uphill here, so you're not as vulnerable, I suppose, to maybe being jumped by supports. You have that vision to take advantage of, and I don't know if the camp's necessarily closer, but man, he's having a great time. There's that glimpse coming into play. I mean, that's a kill. Yeah, with the Battle Hunger, that new and improved Thunder Strike. Easy first blood in the end.
Has tasted first blood.
Now, especially, it's questionable for him to be up here.
Yeah, CCNC also having a very good start to this lane against the Tinker. But yeah, I don't know. And this Dazzle, like we were just saying, doesn't do anything to this Lone Druid. He gets poison touched on him once, gets 1 hit, and then 2 is out of range, so it doesn't actually do any harass.
See the damage from Lone Druid as well, just hitting both the Brewmaster and the Dazzle. You little bully both of them. Wait, by the way, Dazzle's a core. Just picked up on that. Valkyrie's playing it, and I noticed with this build too, the double Mantle of Intelligence.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's technically an off-lane Dazzle with the Brewmaster support.
That's why he's not in the top lane. Okay.
Makes more sense now.
It does, but does it really? 'Cause
yeah. Yeah, why the Dazzle core here? I don't know. It's I will say with the new Dazzle, especially getting him better levels and some good farm again, take advantage of that cooldown reduction feels pretty nice. Where you can say Brewmaster hit level 6, he's kind of just doing his job anyways. So maybe that's the logic. But
yeah, he did get a movement speed buff too, so he's actually pretty fast, which is nice as an offlaner. I mean, the fact is, the hero's so good you can run him basically anywhere and he'll be fine. Just is it necessarily the best situational use of the hero in this game?
Double damage.
Lone Druid key. Oh, that's a middle kill. You know what? I saw him applying some pressure, but without level 6, I didn't think he was getting a kill. Boy, was I wrong.
Dire's middle
I guess that helps,
tower is under
yeah.
attack.
Didn't notice that off the bat. But I was going to say Ritsu's constantly TPing back the Spirit Bear. Having to play the courier for him and then brings it back, of course. So always upkeeping that. As Brewmaster is trying to get out of here. Kibrak got low. He's going to toy with him a little bit too. Has that armor buff.
Can you imagine that with a 3rd Wraithband queued up for Ritsu, this will be, in fact, ranged?
Kibrak's dead. Yeah, he got greedy there. Going for the other bounty rune even. But yeah, as you're talking about 3rd Wraithband, so we're going to see the range Lone Druid most likely. And yeah, as Bulldog said himself, feels like that's probably just the way you play now.
Yeah, and I wonder if part of the consideration is just the fact that you can't actually stat up your bear with these really efficient, good stat items like the Wraith Bands, bracers, and stuff like that.
Oh, in the early game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Radiant's bear still feels like it's always going to have potential, especially with the Ags like that. I don't know. Again, I don't know this hero enough, I should say, so I really can't be for sure. But oh, TP attempt, and Lundra just simply Savage Roars to stop it. I'm guessing he was going middle as Tinker does die. Doom is killed in response, though. Phoenix able to take him out with a March spam coming out, so an eye for an eye, but Tinker for support Doom. I think Test 123 is very pleased with that.
Yeah, second death on Tinker so far. CC&C, I mean, this is probably his best hero, and feeling very, very comfortable with how this mid lane has started out.
Yeah, a bit of an oversight there again, though, from Brewmaster, TPing literally right in front of the bear as I was already hitting him anyway, so good job by Ritsu just picking up. And you see again right there, using that Savage Roar. And in fact, with the Drunken Brawler active, Brewmaster, he ran away very quickly there at that speed. Oh. That was a little funky there. You saw that Spirit Link coming into play. I haven't seen the animation for it yet. That looks kind of cool. Triple Wraith Band, though. Level 10 will ultimately know 100% for sure what he's going, but yeah, again, expecting the range as the bear's getting low here. He does not have a resummon yet.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So 25 more seconds. They're taking advantage of Doom not being here, but that's because he's at the top lane. And they're trying to kill Monkey King with him. Monkey King holding his ground for now, has those phase boots. Running away, Kit Rack unable to do much about that.
Ritsu too, but CC&C.
Savage Roar comes out, Dazzle's dead, and with CC&C being here, Ball Lightning, never mind, he's not going to go for Brewmaster. Going to help keep his teammate alive, as Nada was eventually killed, by the way. Way up here.
Kills all around,
Middle tower is
happening
under attack.
for the Radiant side. And Ritsu sticking around pretty low, does need to be careful. Invis Phoenix.
He's dead, probably, yeah. Oh, okay, with the Spirit Link, it's, I suppose, a bit tankier. Is he actually going to get out? Oh, he goes transform. There's still time, and Dazzle's even. He kills the Phoenix!
God.
Don't tell me he's going to live. Where's the help? The double Savage Roar. He's going for the turn kill on a Brewmaster. The holding his ground, the ulti for him. Valkyrie's trying to assist with the auto attacks. Finally gets the kill. That was ridiculous, though. 1 versus 3 did so well. Meanwhile, Tinker, he's dead again middle lane. And that's a regen
Dire's
rune.
middle tower is under attack.
He's going to come bottom with this.
Jesus.
Regeneration.
Yeah, he's coming bottom with this, although never mind. Dazzle's dead anyways to flee. But yeah, you see the power of Lundra there, too, with that Spirit Link and what he can do.
Dire's
No, that was
top
really
tower
nicely
is
played.
under
He's
attack.
very tanky with both heroes, both hero and bear, getting lifesteal for each other, sharing the
Dire's
damage
middle
as well.
tower is under attack.
We thought triple Wraith Band was going to be the limit. You laugh at quad Wraith Band. We're going to go quintuple Wraith Band. That's why not.
All right.
Is he,
Quite a bit of attack speed.
yeah. He should just go 6 Wraith Bands. Just do it for the memes. He doesn't
Buy
need
no
boots.
other items.
He's 356 movement speed.
He actually doesn't need boots.
Oh.
He's faster than most of the other heroes in this game
Dire's
right
middle
now.
tower has fallen.
Yeah, it's disappointed in Ritsu. Not going to 6th Wraith Band. Doom's roaming around, though. He's going to get the vision. Yep.
Phoenix gets away.
Barely. But he does survive. There is a mid-tower gone here, though, in the middle lane, so that's why CC&C is able to do that so effectively. Up here, Axe is going to run away from Monkey King, understandably so. Berserker's Call, tanking up a bit. Again, Robo's dead on the Tinker, by the way. And now the trap inside the kinetic field.
Dire's top tower is
And
under
Monkey
attack.
King has to give up in the chase. So good help in the end from Disruptor.
Yep. I do remember actually seeing Flea play this Disruptor,
Dire's
and
middle
because
tower
he's
is
playing the
under
4, he ends up getting quite a bit of experience actually, and has Static Storm online very early in the game.
Doom. Shockwave throws out as he dies. He does get the turn kill. Onto Phoenix there. Now Brewmaster trying to run away. It's pretty hard to do, though, against the Ball Lightning. So really no chance in the end to get away. And CCNC picks up yet another kill. He is 5-0-1 right now. Gonna get some more bounty runes. He's not even top net worth in this game despite being 5-0-1. That belongs to Axe.
Yeah, the net worth chart looking pretty scary if you are on the side of Infamous.
Yeah. He's going to go buy his blink. As I have a pause coming out, but he's going to go buy his blink right here, and Static Storm's ready. They're probably going to kill Monkey King. I think with a Static Storm especially, he should be dead here.
Yeah, if he steps up too far, it's definitely pretty high likelihood.
If he goes for this creep last hit, and there's no reason why he wouldn't, because he doesn't have vision of the Axe, he has no vision of the Disruptor. Axe is going to go to the left, buy a blink in, and kill him. That's the play, ladies and gentlemen. They do
Coach Breaky CPK.
Yeah. Been practicing.
If you're looking for a coach, CCNC, you know who to call.
Surpass your loveliness.
Yeah, probably not me.
Trying to sell you, man.
No, I'm
Thought
good.
that was your ultimate goal in the Dota scene.
To be a Dota 2 coach, yeah. Sounds pretty nice. Gets in a nice cozy seat at all these major events. Such an easy job.
There you go.
It's a joke, by the way. It's not easy, I know. All the coaches tuning in. That's right, angry tweeting at me. It's a tough, tough task. All right, so he's going to reconnect here, though. Hopefully soon. And we'll continue on. Again, so after this series, wrapping up for today, but we come back tomorrow, and tomorrow's, as you would expect, the big day from all the regions. Well, at least for the three here. Southeast Asia first, and then CIS, and now South America. By tomorrow, we'll know which teams from each of those regions, 2 in each, are going to be moving on to the major event. So
I feel better already.
it's exciting times ahead, some big series to take place. You know what? I haven't even looked at the other regions now that I mentioned that. Let's see. Southeast Asia and CIS. Southeast Asia. Okay, we got TNC versus Boom, and then Fnatic versus Mineski. Oh, Tigers didn't make it. Interesting. Boom ID. Go them out of Indonesia.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they beat Tigers 2-1 in the decider match. Congratulations. That's actually a big win. So Tigers, of course, a minor qualifying team and thus qualifying for the major. So that's a huge win.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're back in this one, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, see? They didn't do exactly what I said, so they missed. Yeah, Static Storm was just a little bit late right there, unfortunately. Monkey King did a good job, though, to be fair, of also backing up quickly. Now, he is going to leap over here. They saw him, but they can't catch up. Okay, it does give I would be curious if that gives vision up there. Oh, the call it missed, though. No, that's fine.
Yeah, somebody in chat said it does, so.
Okay. So, yeah, another reason why it's good.
CCNC going in 1-on-3, a little bit awkward.
He's out. Maybe? Ooh, I guess they didn't have any stun at that point. That goes back to why they picked up Storm Spirit. This is a very lackluster crowd control team.
Boots of Travel is finished up on Robo Z, so he will have ability and farming potential.
Oh, Brewmaster! He thought he had a free opening right there. No, he did not with Doom. Vortex will pull in Valkyrie, who's attempting a TP in front of him with the Shallow Grave. That's not going to work. They kill both. Double kill for Ritsu, even. He'll take it with that quintuple Wraithband and Power Treads build.
That was just a straight-up Dikembe Mutombo right there, he says. I don't think so.
Wagging the finger.
Wagging the finger. Stops the attempt to get off the ultimate with that Doom.
Top lane? Monkey King setting up as if he wants to go, or excuse me, Axe is setting up as if he wants to go. Monkey King. Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say this seems ambitious. Yeah, there's no way that's working.
Completely alone. Just trying to put the fear of God in the Monkey King a little bit, make him a little bit scared to farm. He does force a TP from Tinker, but ultimately that doesn't mean very much.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Tinker's caught, though. He pops the Shrine as they initiate Disruptor. Throws down the Static Storm with the kinetic field and also catch Brewmaster as he TP's in. Is it enough damage, though? Kitrex trying to make it happen. Here comes CCNC, so absolutely it's enough damage. Remnant put down. There's the Primal Split. Make it the turn kill on a Doom at least. Kitrack running the other direction. It's going to make them take as long as possible. At this point, there's a rock, and yes, the Boundless Strike will finish the job. So they did kill Disruptor as well over here, but again, they catch the Tinker. That's important. CCNC also going to take out Phoenix in that middle lane. He is 7-0-2 now. He has a Kaya and an Arcane Rune on top of that. That's pretty nice.
Did you know that there's a Lone Druid in this game? I feel like we haven't talked about him in a while.
A couple Wraith Band. Yeah.
Just been farming away, going for that Maelstrom next.
Oh, he sold a Wraith
Wraith
Band.
No, it's in his backpack. Don't worry.
Okay, good. What's that, though?
I wonder if we'll see the Mask of Madness. That used to be the thing on Lone Druid, was you go the Maelstrom with Mask of Madness as the range build. So I am curious to see what the new iteration like.
Yeah, obviously this is the beginning of. We're probably going to start seeing this hero a bit more. Another one that I've heard a bit about, being a strong option. Disruptor, nice job with the glimpse. As Monkey King jumped in for the kill, he just glimpses him away and says, "See you later." So exactly what happened, and Monkey King will have to accept that he just has to go back to farming. Blade Mail is going to be finished on Lilith soon here as well, though. A great item against Tinker. So annoying to play into that as a Tinker player.
It gives him solo kill potential as well.
Yeah. There it is. Officially purchased. Tinker is, man, he really is behind, isn't he? He doesn't even have the blink close yet. He only has 250 gold saved up right now. So he really is continuing to recover after this rough start.
5-3. I'm curious. Okay, so it is the Necro book that's queued up for Valkyrie on this Dazzle.
Yeah, again, that CDR.
Yep, allows him to farm faster, push faster. And the units are pretty decent when they have the bad juju going as well. Do a lot of damage.
Smoke play. Axe caught somebody, and that's going to be the Brewmaster. Going for those 20 or 15-minute bounty runes even. Over here, CCNC, they find the Monkey King hanging around, and Phoenix also hanging around. Shallow Grave, just there's no way that's going to help him. Slam dunk. Another one coming in most likely. There we go. The triple kill for Lelis. Tinker, the sole survivor. He wasn't even here, of course, farming elsewhere, but those bounty runes causing action yet again and going the way of Test 123. And another case, though, of where Lone Druid is he's just farming in the meantime. To be fair, he's 4 kills and 6 assists, so it's not like he's AFK by any means, but they really don't need him right now.
Yep. He's, I mean, he's their, insurance policy, I suppose, although Storm Spirit could also be seen as that. CCNC is going for that Bloodstone, which has been changed pretty significantly to also be more of like a health item.
Mm-hmm. Somewhat old school in that sense, right? Because I think I used to do the health regen as well way back in the day.
It does sound familiar. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, on top of the mana. But either way, of course, that swapping of the mana for the life effect is that kind of the cool new thing too with it. And no more sacrificing though. But yeah, he is going for it. Still one of the few heroes that you'd figure could be relevant on.
Yeah, him and Timbersaw seem to be maybe Leshrac as well.
Yeah, I'd say Leshrac.
The main
middle
buyers of that item at this point.
Where's the Saint and Kaya, man? Status resistance. Health.
Yashikaya seems okay on Storm. He definitely does like attack speed.
True.
Honestly, Yashikaya seems okay on Lone Druid if he's Maelstrom. I always forget whether the lightning procs get buffed by Kaya or not.
Yeah, I was about to say, why the hell would he do that? But I guess if that's the case, that does
more
make sense.
likely he'll just go for like a Manta style if he does end up going for something like that.
Yeah, obviously we're not suggesting that's going to be the case. It's fun to theory craft. 4 of those angry people in Twitch chats are saying how bad we are. Drunken Haze, or Drunken Brawler even, this ability is hilarious.
It's so awesome.
Static Storm, it's kind of catching him, not the perfect placement from Flea. He is going to be the sacrificial lamb as Axe got the hell on out of there. Saves him, I suppose. And Axis going back in. He's like, I'll revenge you, buddy. That's probably dangerous, though. Although they have vision up here, so they know where they're at.
They do. They only have 2 heroes here, and Kitrak is showing in the top lane, just farming away. So a little awkward if they do decide to engage with just 2 into 5, but never put it past the likes of Leposa and CCNC to take a fight that they feel like they can win.
Of course. 13,000 now, we're through to 18 minutes in. Pretty good reason to do that. Man, this Phoenix is almost naked. A stick and a ward.
Oh my god. That feels bad.
That does
to
feel
be
bad.
this guy.
Lone Druid almost level 15. As there's the Bloodstone, and yep, he's going to chase down Valkyrie. Popping a Shrine out of this, and Lois just runs in. Okay, he can't dunk initially. CCNC comes back in, wants to get those charges, and there's the Slamma Jamma.
And they get the Bruce Split out of it as well. If they can get out.
Wukong's throwing down. Obviously, Axe a very difficult kill. Another Blade Mill in 10 more seconds, so still a while. Supernova going to be activated, but I feel like I've said this before, broken record, lack of lockdown, not going to keep him in place. He runs away, and back over here. The Doom is applied to Tinker, by the way, and CCNC will eventually ball lightning in to get the kill. Lelis, he's still alive. Blade Mill wearing off there again. He got Disruptor, trying to figure out what to do. Throws down the Static Storm, says, if you want to kill me, you got to fight me on the Static Storm. Glimpses him away back into it, and Phoenix one hit from death. There goes the call. There goes one dunk. Here comes 2 dunks. Double kill for Leposa, ended so beautifully.
Yeah, meanwhile, CCNC and Doom both were able to get out after taking down that Tinker. And Ritsu continues to play World of Warcraft.
The battle isn't over yet.
Are you suggesting he's just killing enemies and not players?
Just playing PvE right now.
He's doing a dungeon.
Yep. Just farming some items.
The Dire Jungle dungeon. Yeah, it's he's having a good time, man. He's got a Mjolnir. Is there anything on the bear? Oh, the Orb of Venom and a Stout Shield. All right. Scary bear. So yeah, 20 minutes in. Let's just be honest. This is just looking like a very unlikely comeback game for Infamous Young. But this much of a deficit this early on. But again, the good news ultimately in the end is that this is not an elimination match. There's the lower bracket. It's this way. Test 1, 2, 3. Most certainly taking care of business right here so far. CCNC, he's going to get another charge on that Bloodstone. Well, maybe not. Phoenix surviving. There's a shallow grave, so making it difficult, damn it. Eventually gets the kill, though, with the dunk. And Lelis,
Dazzle.
another Coaling Blade. They get both.
They have 2 heroes who are both beyond godlike right now. Kills pretty tough to come by right now. If you're Infamous Young, they just simply have no damage. Tinker really far behind, and Monkey King is going for the fighting build, but he's not going to be able to do this one alone, I don't think.
Yeah, the Echo Saber, I was going to say purchase, and now the Yasha, so credit to him. He has been farming a bit, and in a normal game, it might not be the worst ever, having what he has, but this ain't a normal game. Just 1, 2, 3, just all 3 of their cores have taken off completely. Tinker is stuck to basically just pushing out a creep wave in his base already. Yes, he has bots, but going into a lane right now, it just feels very dangerous. If you're the Tinker.
Hey, Breaky. Guess what CCNC has in his inventory?
In his inventory. Oh, Blade of Alacrity. Is it coming? Where is it?
Look on the courier.
Yeah, there it is. There's a Yasha. All right, our first one. First one we've got to cast, at least.
Dire's middle tower is
Called it.
Oh.
Had that call just missed. Well, I suppose it got Brewmaster, but not the intended target.
Yep, able to TP out safely. But probably looking towards Roshan here pretty soon. As they're just completely controlling the map. Monkey King playing the split pushing game as much as he can. A little bit awkward with the Tinker as well, since that's kind of what he wants to be doing, but both heroes desperately need some more farm, and they need some sort of vision on the map to be able to do that.
Monkey may try to go for a kill here on Disruptor, but with Glimpse, Kinetic Field, I don't think there's really a way he gets it. Supposed to be Wukong's for it, but not going to find him.
Glimpse out of the Wukongs if you jump from too far away.
True that. Yeah, nothing more satisfying than glimpsing somebody either out of their ultimate like that or just back to base, straight up, as they TP'd in. Except against Tinker, though. Tinker doesn't care. There's Roshan. And look at that. There's the Yasha and Kaya. See, why do they call it a Yasha and Kaya? It's so much better with a Kaya and Yasha. It just sounds so much smoother.
Kaya and Yasha versus Yasha and Kaya? Yeah. I don't know. They both sound weird to me.
It's not as Sanjin Yasha does sound overall a lot better, I agree, but I don't know. Maybe that's because Yasha's second in that. That's why it just sounds weird. Either way.
We're biased by the things that we know. Very resistant to change, as most humans are.
Yes. They should call it a frostburn. Frostlight.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Never
under
mind, I'm
attack.
going too far with that. Free kill on a Phoenix. Jumps in, jumps out. Guess what? They can't stop him. Said that before. Monkey King. Okay, well. Axe finally catches him at the bottom lane. A Shadow Blade now into play for the Axe. Find that kill. And there's a Desolator for Lone Druid.
He is pretty scary. These towers are going to melt. Did he end up finishing that BKB as well? He did not. Changed up his mind. He had one queued up.
No, you got to fight for a BKB to be useful, so.
That's true.
Why would he get that?
Probably what he realizes. This split by the Radiant side is hilarious. They just really have 4 heroes completely as far away from the Lone Druid as possible at all times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those games where if this wasn't the major qualifier, what is on the line and everything, you know, maybe we would have already seen the concede by now, but it is a big deal, so Infamous Young doing what they can and hoping that there's some kind of a miracle comeback, but an ex-paiN X or Test 1, 2, 3, they continue to play just smooth throughout, not overextending despite this massive lead. They're just making sure to get the job done there. See another kill, that one on Tinker. Do they still have the Aegis? Oh, of course they do. Yeah, it's on Storm Spirit.
And dead Monkey King.
All right, 2 cores dead.
Nice ward up here. 2 heroes that this kind of ward is extremely good against on the side of Infamous Young, so it does get pinged out, but does its job.
Pushing the bottom lane. Top lane also being pushed in. By Lone Druid. Axe is hunting, seeing if anyone overextends. In fact, all 3 lanes are actually being pushed in by Test 1, 2, 3. So they are the Dire team. The map, you take a look at their vision of what they see. It's not much. Just their base really, and that's it. So here we go, pushing all 3 lanes essentially. Their heroes focus on the top lane. You got that march right into a blade mail though. So you see Robo Z and the Rockets. He's at half life just from reflected damage.
Yeah, and there's actually 2 blade mails, one on Doom, one on Axe. And together they could actually almost kill him if he's not careful with how much he stacks those up.
TCNC, he's going in. Going after the Phoenix. Knows there's not much that can stop him. However, the Shallow Grave will stop the kill from happening. And Storm getting a little lower.
Still has the Aegis though, so not too concerned.
Thanks.
Will be reclaimed in probably about minute 20. Is it?
Yeah, 3 minutes remaining. So still a little bit of time. I was actually wondering if he's going to use his Bloodstone there, just because. But no.
Just want to see it. What does the active even look like? I don't think I've seen it.
I saw Timbersaw use it like mid-fight once. So it was kind of hard to really notice. And it's also not instant. That's something else. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like an instant use, but it actually it drains the mana and then gives you life like over time.
Let the fun begin.
So.
I think a burst heal of that much would probably be too strong.
No.
Just instantly get like 2,000 HP. Yeah, it sounds too good.
Props to Test 1, 2, 3. I'll say that where it's. Yeah, guarantee that they realize how much of a lead they have, but they're not overdoing it. They're not overextending. they're playing very disciplined still. It's good practice, I guess you could say, because there's so many times where we see teams overextend, kind of throw themselves at them, you know, feed, and the 3-2-2 start coming out. But they're continuing to play just very disciplined and very safe.
Yeah, it definitely does feel like they're kind of just using this as like a practice run of like, how can we actually control this map if we need to, you know, maybe work on their communication a little bit as far as closing out a game.
The shallow grave, it's a dazzle play. You throw that shallow grave up, and Max is just that one hero where it's like just doesn't matter. Monkey King's dead. He fought back though. They are gonna kill Doom. There's support Doom. Axe, he hasn't died yet. He is gonna die.
DD on CCC is doing so much work though.
He's just been zapping around, multiple buybacks. Even the Radiant heroes buying back, but that's just to really try to finish this game. Phoenix, yeah, probably a safe cancel there.
Just trying to tilt Leposa by holding that TP until the very last second.
GGs are called. It's official. Test 1, 2, 3. They're going to the winter finals here for the South America regional qualifiers of the China Major. So one series away from ultimately moving on. INF.Y still in it in the lower bracket. They play the loser of Thunder Predator versus paiN Gaming. And so the opposite, of course, the winner of that will play Test 1, 2, 3 in the winter finals tomorrow. And there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Other series is still happening, I believe, on the, once again, the main stream. Main Beyond the Summit stream. I'm actually checking myself as, yep, Thunder versus paiN. I assume that's game 2. Thunder looks up right now.
Yeah, they are leading at the moment.
So you can hop on over there and see how that one finishes up. So, again, none of these 4 teams going to be eliminated today. Tomorrow, though, we'll figure out which 2 teams actually qualify for the major that is. But our day will come to a conclusion here. Elevated. It was a bit of an awkward day at times. Not going to lie. You know, the first series obviously only playing the 1 game, and ultimately INF.Y getting a default victory. This one a bit one-sided, but ultimately some good Dota in the end.
Yeah, definitely very clean performance by ex-paiN, who has been a team that is had those moments like lapse of concentration or just overextension. So they're looking very good, and that should lead to an exciting winners bracket final tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one tomorrow. Winner bracket finals. Again, ex-paiN or Test 1, 2, 3 versus that winner. We'll see who they end up facing and spot the major on the line. But our coverage here on this stream is going to be wrapping up. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Once again, I was Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be casting, I assume, the lower portion bracket match tomorrow on this stream here. But either way, excited to watch not only South America, but again, the Southeast Asia and CIS regions coming up throughout these next 24 hours. Going to have 2 teams from each of those qualifying for the China Major in a couple of months from now. So looking forward to all of that. Then the next 3 regions take place later on in the week. Once again, some continuing great Dota is happening. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of coverage for today.